Today we're going to have a look at a game that's been on the feature list on the App Store, The Lost City by Fire Maple Games. For those of you old enough to remember, this game in a nutshell is Myst for iPhones. That's right, the classic best-selling PC graphic adventure game that was released back in ages ago. I can't remember when it was released, sometime in the 90s, I think. Anyways, it's a first-person graphic adventure game, meaning that it's your job to figure out not only to solve the mysteries of the Lost City, but also to figure out how to play the game as well. The map navigation isn't very intuitive, and the slideshow-like transition between different parts of the map can really throw you off. But for those of you who are used to this type of gameplay, and or those who appreciate the unique art style and the beauty that's presented in each screens will certainly enjoy this game like I did. Just be warned and don't expect some Call of Duty style of map navigation. There's definitely an old school feel to this game, and but it's hardly anything to complain about given that this is how this genre of games play. The game doesn't really hold you by the hands. It doesn't even tell you what you're supposed to do other than to finish what your grandma started years ago. And it's really easy to get lost. But that's also the beauty of this game. By exploring different parts of the map and critically thinking what you should, can, would, or must do, you'll eventually piece some information together to move forward. If you found something, then think, what can I use this for? Where can I use it at? And what happens if and when I do use it? It's this kind of sense of adventure and anticipation that will get you hooked on this game for hours. There are largely three things you'll have to do to advance the game: obtain clues or objects, solve puzzles, and change seasons. And the first 5 minutes of this game really demonstrates this well. If you feel lost due to the game's lack of instruction or tutorials, you'll soon get the hang of this game in those 5 minutes. Watch this. Grab stones, grab the clue, solve the puzzle, change the season, and while there's no time limit, no warning sign that you've done something right or wrong, there are definitely consequences of your actions, even though the game doesn't really explicitly describe what that consequence is exactly. Again, it's up to you to find out what happened if you change the weather, for example. And you'll be surprised how much the weather can change the landscape of the Lost City, and how it may eventually help you further advance the game. I assume this was part of the design, to get you the sense of discovery for everything that you're doing. But if you get really stuck though, the game provides you with two things. The first thing is a nicely stitched guide of all of your screens that you've visited in the past. From there, you can get a nice view of the entire island to help you if you can't find your way back, and you'll find yourself using this a lot. The second is a little more dangerous guide. It's conspicuously called a hint guide, where if you are really lost, really stuck, and really have absolutely no freaking idea of what you're supposed to do next, this hint guide can give you some directions. But please be warned that this is more of an answer book than it is a hint guide. There are no hints in this guide, there are all answers. All answers. And it contains the answers for all objectives to finish the game. So if you decide to use this, make a promise to yourself that you will only look at this just once, because once you've tasted this answer book, there's no turning back. You'll be tempted to come back for more and more when you're stuck for more than 2 minutes. Things that you could have solved on your own, you'll look at this book because of lack of discipline. So use it at your own discretion. You have been warned. The only downside of this game has got to be the story. To be perfectly fair, I had a lot of fun trying to solve all the mysteries of the game, but at the end of the game, when I finally beat it, I didn't get the answer that I was looking for after putting in 5+ hours. Solving a puzzle in this game, or unlocking a new part of this game, can feel really rewarding. And it's that sense of accomplishment that kept me going because I wanted more of that feeling. And as I solved more puzzles, advanced deeper into the island, and unlocked the secret mechanics of the Lost City, my anticipation of what the end result of this would be grew along the way. I was hoping for the grand finale. Well, let's just say that the ending wasn't exactly what I was hoping for, and to be quite frank, I found it very anticlimactic. It was a letdown for me. But the story aside, The Lost City is a great game for what it's meant to provide. It's not a fancy, modern game, but it's a beautiful game with great background music that twists your brain from start to finish. It's difficult to judge a game like this because it's so unique. It should be given an award for its uniqueness alone when the App Store is flooded with copycats everywhere. I don't know how many times I played a tower defense game that are just different versions of each other. But The Lost City, it brings freshness. Yes, the game had me lost for a while for its lack of directions, but in the end I figured it out, right? I beat it. And as silly as that may sound, I felt proud that I was able to beat this game, and there aren't too many games out there that brings proudness than The Lost City by Fire Maple Games. So, if you're on the fence on this game, hope this review helped you on your purchasing decision. I don't regret my 99 cents, and in fact, it's 99 cents well spent on my book. And for more app review updates, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be sure to bring more reviews like this in the future. If you like the game, click the thumbs up button and leave comments. And this has been App Prairie, and I'll see you guys next time.